Oh snap! It's about to be litty.
It's a full goddamn house at this point.
Here we go.
Evening, Nicholas.
Yes, sir.
What up?
Oh,
I see we're going to have some prime fuckery and foolishness tonight.
I think we're going out.
I'm just a humble servant. Serving the Lord of light.
Lord, the light been tripping, man.
The night is truly dark and full of these niggas tonight.
Full of these niggas.
About to be dumb.
Y'all crazy. How y'all doing? How you niggas doing?
We good.
Man.
Good
I miss
evening.
y'all, man.
Missed y'all motherfuckers too. Shit.
Same.
It's fun.
I ain't
to
got
be
no
back.
alcohol tonight. I'm gonna drink some water for y'all.
Hey,
Mm.
that counts too.
Coquito.
Like, well, Pimp Hard, you want to get things kicked off?
Oh shit. Me? Okay, well shit. Look, my bad.
Pimp hard on. I love that.
I allow MC in the place to be, man. Listen, I had to be here for Hardhome tonight, so I'm excited about jumping on with y'all because I know y'all niggas fixing to get real crazy up in here. So, look, we'll just get it started right off, man. From the beginning of the episode, Queen Mother, if you could kind of roll us in, kind of just set the table for us, let us know what was going on in the beginning of this episode
Message.
What that is? Now that ain't me this time. That ain't me this time.
Not me. It's not my
It was me. My bad.
You put my shit on focus, my nigga.
That bitch ding for real. Yeah.
Facts.
So you know, at the end of the last episode, the gift, that was when we, Joah runs into
the arena.
Dany, yeah, right. Runs into Khaleesi again, and he brings her the gift. That gift, of course, is Tyrion. Maybe we should set the table with the tall Tyrion instead. If you could lead us into this initial.
It's up to you.
Yeah, this initial conversation with I'm gonna pass it back and forth between y'all two. This initial conversation between Dany and Tyrion. The first conversation.
Yeah, who going first? Me or Queen Mama?
Queen Mama, you go, and then kick it to Liz.
Okay, so I'm gonna do it from Dany's point of view because when the scene opens,
like we role playing?
Yeah.
Role playing?
Hell no.
I said, girl, don't threaten me with a good time.
Well, it is Christmas time, and
I'm big.
at Christmas time, you're supposed to get what you want.
Okay, giving. Okay, we in a giving mood this year. Hey, tis is the motherfucking season.
Someone gonna have relation.
I'm not fucking with y'all tonight. Anyway, so when the scene opens and the throne room is quiet, that you can hear a mosquito piss on cotton. Okay. And Dany is sitting there and she's real tight. She's tight, that tight jaw thing that mothers do, that we've all seen our mothers do.
The tight jaw, got loosen that jaw.
Sit your ass down somewhere because I'm sick of your shit. And because you don't want nobody to really, but that's the energy she's giving.
Hey, look, I had to take you off of the solo shot because I needed to see these niggas' faces when you said she real tight, dog. Like, I was like,
okay,
this needs to be witnessed. Like,
kept my composure on that one.
I'm always saying something fucked up. So why not?
Okay, so yeah, so Dany was tight, and I suppose Tyrion was helping her to loosen up.
I got to loosen that thing up.
Well, he was trying to explain. No, because it wasn't loose at the end, not at all. It was still all uptight, sewed up. Yeah.
It was smoke. It was definitely smoke between her and Jorah.
Jorah started to say something, and
Yeah, she's still like, fuck
Jorah.
Jorah.
Yeah.
It's very much fuck
She
Jorah.
told him, shut the fuck up when you talking to me.
Hey, Dany say, I'm the type of nigga stand on business.
Yeah. She did say that.
Big ups
on
to
that
her
business.
though, because she really did look incensed. She played that role pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and
all that whole body language. It was just
So as she's going through this deliberation, right?
All right, now we're gonna go to King White Walker.
Yeah.
And go through what Tyrion was talking about.
This is pretty much a job interview, and Tyrion's just saying how this fucking resume, just saying, listen, I'm the greatest Lannister killer of them all. Like, you can't get much better than me. So I don't know, you need to stop looking. And then she was like, oh, so you think that I need your service? He was like, bitch, I don't know you. Listen, I don't know you. You need to charm me, goddammit. This was pretty much like a fucking a nigga going in for a job interview and saying, look, y'all need me more than I need you because you look like you ain't doing such a bang up job with the place any fucking way. So I'm here to try to teach you how to really be a leader and how to be by your side and serve as sort of your little right hand man. So he, but Tyrion reads the whole room though. I mean, he just like outlines exactly who in the fuck he knows about Dany, right? And Daenerys is like looking like, okay, well, this little nigga knows more than us about me, goddamn it. I mean, he just sort of outlines her whole from her start, from when she was born to now. And then he obviously reads Jorah, and Tyrion was like, well, Jorah obviously still loves you, and everybody's like looking around like, yeah, that's not a surprise. Yeah, and so he advises. He kind of tells, and this is his first piece of advice to Dany, is what to do with Jorah. Clearly he's a loyal citizen. He's loyal to her, but the nigga did betray her, so he needs to get the fuck up out of there.
Yeah, that was one thing that stood out in particular that he told Khaleesi when she was ready to kill him. He was like, well, this nigga Jordan basically been all over the world for you. He devoted to you. And if you trying to get anywhere as far as this throne is concerned, like killing the people, you're going to have a hard time getting there if you killing the people that are devoted to you, or a hard time finding people to be devoted to you if you kill them. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Though.
I mean, and Jorah punk ass gonna walk up in there with his cooties, right? I mean, just like he got them goddamn cooties,
bro. That scale is worse than my fucking internet 2 weeks ago. What the fuck?
Ain't that what motherfuckers do though? Ain't that what they do though? Like, I mean, just walk up with the motherfucking grayscale like you ain't got it.
Right, exactly, nigga.
And mad when you can't get back in the house.
Right. I'd be mad though, because Jorah's face always look like he's saying, Khaleesi, please.
It really do. And she told him to get the fuck out. Get the fuck out of my face, Jorah Mormont.
Listen, you muted.
Uh-oh. Oh, you on mute.
That goddamn coquito.
Shut up. He's like that guy in your DMs who is talking to himself. Like 90 messages in.
Hey,
not exposing the DM guy.
Good morning, beautiful. Grand Rising Queen.
That
nigga Grand Rising Queen beautiful? Head ass nigga.
Yeah.
Is that hey beautiful? Thanks for the ad.
Man. Yeah.
Can I get a follow back?
Remove.
What's that's like Ye O's Players Club. Wouldn't he be what's his name from Players Club? Oh boy, Myron.
What did
call that nigga Myron ass nigga? So
like by the way, that comment from Addie Mama, I was about to say something about that, but
no.
I let it slide and I regret it.
I ain't see the comment.
What was I regret it. I let that
shit slide. Put it back up.
I never put it up. Fucking Jorah with the cooties, and I fucking regret it.
Oh, golly. Y'all niggas is right.
I don't even want to know. I don't want to know.
So we taking this shit to Bravos now.
Like she said that Usher been doing that for years. And I
was about to call Jorah a little herp, but
we taking this shit to Bravos now, y'all. In the house of black and white. So
Usher's so fucking good at like doing this shit that niggas just completely
They don't care.
So
Usher might get away with it because he leave you a thank you note in the morning. I don't know.
Golly.
Man, that's what happens when niggas paid. I need to get rich.
So we kicking into Bravos, y'all. The House of Black and White.
Hey, wait, ain't Cersei getting slapped up first?
Yeah,
you're right. I almost missed one of the greatest scenes of all time.
Yeah, Cersei they're getting slapped the fuck up with that goddamn spoon by goddamn that bitch.
So take her through that. Take her through that.
Is it angles or is old girl fucking enormous? She bigger than fucking Brienne.
She's
big
huge.
ass. Hey, what nigga say on Joe Dirt? That's a huge bitch.
That's a huge bitch.
But you know who that is, though, right? You know who that is.
I know who it is.
Who is that?
That's the old girl off. That's the old girl off of the Coach Show on Apple TV. What's the Coach Show on Apple
Ted
TV?
Lasso. She's on Ted Lasso.
She the
owner.
The owner of the team on Ted Lasso.
Oh yeah, that's.
I would have never knew that. I would have never guessed that shit. I would have never guessed that shit, dog. I probably
is she huge on that bitch too?
She's tall.
Yeah, she's tall. But
she's also the mother on Netflix show Sex Education, a British show.
Of course you know about that show.
Fucking course.
You know about that show, huh? Ooh,
hey,
I wrote the script.
She just all
a fucking course.
She just all full of sass tonight.
So,
man,
so what happened?
So fucking down bad.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Talk to us about it.
She is down bad.
She need to be
a G wild girl and then slapping her with that goddamn spoon, though. She
said,
slapping the fuck out of her ass. She just basically, they trying to get her to confess. Cersei trying to hold tight. She holding strong. She standing on that business. I meant that shit. I'm the last face you gonna see, bitch. So she gets slapped up with that goddamn spoon. That shit is funny to me.
I ain't gonna lie, I do enjoy seeing Cersei get hit up the head with that spoon.
Oh man, every time she papped her ass, I cracked up laughing.
Every time, dog. I appreciate it.
Coming over, goddamn,
I appreciate it. Funny. I appreciate it each and every pap, dog. And so it's nice to see her grovel a little bit and cry and shit, man. She legitimately shook.
She hold it tough while she old girl in there, but as soon as she leave the room, she be like, I be crying again.
But I ain't gonna let you see it.
I'm a hold tough while you in here, but when you leave, I'm crying again.
and crazy. So that's what's going on with Cersei. Meanwhile, in Bravos, we got Arya doing her thing. Can y'all Celestial, can you kind of take us through what's going on with Arya at this point?
I knew you was gonna pick me.
Oh shit! You want me to
sound like you got some?
I don't want to do this.
Y'all want to do this part?
No.
Okay. Whoever just volunteered can roll with this shit.
Okay. So
Queen Mother got it.
Queen Mother got it.
We'll do this. So we in Bravos. We at the House of Black and White. We're with Arya and Jaqen Hager, and they are playing the game of lies. And so she's going through this litany of, I'm Lana, I'm now the little oyster cart girl, and I did this to build my business until I got the cart, and going through all of this. And then she said, I have my first customer, and when she's going home from work in the morning, and then I go down and I turn and I get on Moonbeam Lane or whatever it is, and he slaps her. And she says, no, right on Ragman Lane. And then he says, I want you to go to Ragman Harbor. Okay.
What that was?
Somebody playing some Casey and JoJo?
Yeah, I was like, it's like not the phone, the house phone. Not this R&B up in this motherfucker, dog. Hey,
the house phone. The house phone.
Honey. Oh my
Aaron
God.
Hall's greatest hits in this motherfucker. My bad.
So she's going through, the city, and Jaqen Hagar's running it down. Like, you'll turn right and go on Ragman Harbor, and you will just watch, and you will watch the Thin Man. Okay. So she's walking down to the docks, going through that, and she's like, oyster clams and cockles, and calling out, and he's like,
oyster clams and cockles. Oyster clams and cockles.
See, this is why we can't have nice things.
Oh, shit. I love it though. I love it.
Because of them two
niggas. Go ahead, Queen Mama. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're not, and you're gonna do it again. So don't even.
Go ahead.
So she sees the I'm sorry.
I don't even know who that was. I just know it wasn't.
It was Leslie again. It was Leslie again. Shit. It don't matter. I expect nothing. This is common. This is just what it is. I'm so used to it now.
The night is dark
and full of them two niggas. So as she's watching the Thin Man and he's dealing with one of the captains that comes back, who has come back from all of his voyages and is expecting the big payout, and he doesn't get it. And she's watching this transaction go on, and when she reports back to Jakeen Hagur, they discuss, what's happening. Why is this happening to him, and what is the benefit? Why is he not paying out if he's supposed to pay out? Because the man went through all of his journeys, and so she comes to, realize, well, if he doesn't pay it out, he keeps the money, and then the man disappears, and his family gets nothing, for real. Mm-hmm. And so then Jakeen Hagur says, then we have a gift for the Thin Man, and holds up a little bottle of poison. And so she's going to poison, his, whatever his choice of seafood is the next day.
Oysters, clams, and cockles.
Yes.
You got to say it like Arya.
I was reminding the audience in case they didn't, what I'm saying.
But you got to say it like Arya, CJ.
I don't know. Oysters, clams, and cockles. But she's not Arya though. What's her name?
Lana.
Her name is Weird Girl.
Okay. Yeah. So he's setting her up for a first hit.
Yeah. And then when she leaves, the waif steps in, which we always love her with her
hating ass.
Yeah. And she's like, she's not ready.
The original Carrie.
Yeah. And and Jakeen Hagur says it doesn't matter. It's all the same to the many-faced God, whether she comes back or not, because somebody's face is gonna get back up on the wall. So
yeah,
that's a little brutal.
Yeah.
So
he like it. It is what it is.
Throwing her to the wolves to see if she's gonna survive, and she will. We know Arya. We love Arya.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had a question about that scene. So the gamblers essentially are gambling with their own lives. Like they're betting that they won't make the trip, or
so the guy who came to the table was a captain who had done all of his voyages. And he was expecting to get his payout, and that would have gone to his family because he made all of his voyages and he was supposed to get a bonus or something. You have to listen to it again.
Okay.
And
was that? I thought it was what CJ was saying. I thought the guy that came with the money. I thought he was trying to basically, because he said something about he made all his voyages. I thought he was going back out, but he was trying to pay to go back out. And if you don't come back, then the money go to the family or some shit like that. Like I thought the captains were basically betting that they wouldn't come back. That's how I took that.
It's basically like Prime America. It's like Prime America, right? It's like motherfuckers like the insurance, Prime America life insurance. All right. If you die, if you don't die, we keep you your money. If you die, nigga, we still keep you your money.
Who knows if your money got to where it was supposed to go? Like, oops.
You ain't getting your fucking money.
Got an analogy.
Got some good news and I got some bad news. Bad news, they gave you life. The good news, we got the check, buddy.
Buddy.
Yeah, and I guess I found that conversation interesting because it sounds like like these motherfuckers about to be the medieval equalizers or some shit. in a way, you know, like he like, okay, so we riding on folks that that need the help, and these men or guys who going to sea for this purpose are, you know, in need of this. So so after that, he sends Arya on the mission. Now when who is it that we cut back to Cersei, am I right?
Yep.
Okay, and
Yes,
cutting back to Cersei, that's when Qyburn
comes to visit.
Talk to us about Qyburn, because this, I mean, like, this is the motherfucker who don't care about nothing. Like, he's super reckless most of the time. So even he is telling her to proceed with caution, it seems. So can you kind of elaborate on this conversation between Qyburn and Cersei?
Who going me? Little Cersei?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Qyburn shows up. Basically, he's in the role, or kind of really taking over the role, or has already taken over the role of advising Cersei. So he comes and basically lets her know of what she's being charged with. And what tripped me out, Cersei was like, all lies, and Qyburn was like, of course you're Grace. Hey,
yo, I wrote that shit.
Hey, that shit was, no qualms, bitch. Check. That's what they charging you with. I'm just letting you know.
I'm just a messenger.
So he was basically letting her know. And then he also was telling her about Tommen. Tommen ain't eating, and he really ain't got shit to do with Cersei. He missing that Marcus. Man, Tommen down bad. He down bad worse than Cersei. If we really, you know, being
that was his favorite food, man. That was his favorite food.
I think that's cute. I think that's cute how Qyburn tried to make it seem like it's because of Cersei and Marjorie.
Right.
No, baby.
Yeah.
That boy ain't thinking about Cersei.
At all.
About Cersei. And then, of course, right before he leaves, he advises Cersei basically to confess. Yep. You know, he's like, look, you got one. There's a way out of this shit. Yep. You might not like it, bitch, but you need to go.
What are they charged with? They charged with
murder, incest,
and fornication,
and treason.
You know what they charged her with? Everything that she fucking did.
Everything.
Yeah.
Oh no, I feel like they left some shit out.
I'm telling you,
I feel like ain't enough fucking charges.
I'm talking about, but that's the audacity of the caucasity, though. Again, dog. Like, I mean, you see it early with Joah taking his grayscale ass into the temple, and then you see it. Then you see it with Cersei, and she motherfucking guilty than a motherfucker. Like, she in 4K, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can see you on the tape.
Did not see you die, baby.
Man, that girl is standing on that business. That girl said all lies.
Cersei ain't got no Olivia Pope.
Talk to us about it. Like, so I mean,
but nah, man. Like, but that motherfucker Qyburn at the end, that nigga said the work continues. Like that nigga fucking Freedom Summer. Like that nigga Freedom Summer fighting stuff.
Man, the work continues.
So this is what I think. This is what I think about that. I think that because Cersei has allowed Qyburn all this freedom to do all the weird shit that he does have an allegiance to her, and he understands her thought process, shall we say?
Oh yeah,
why she does she does.
Yeah,
and so I think in that way they are very much.
What the fuck Cersei trying to do?
No, they're kindred spirits.
I guess one of the other little tidbits in that conversation between her and Qyburn is that he told her that Kevin Lannister had come back to King's Landing and was advising Tommen again.
Yeah.
And Cersei was like, "Give me the fuck out of this motherfucker."
and basically all that man was nigga your Uncle Kevin in charge right now, because he basically had already told her Tommen ass ain't coming out the fucking room, so he ain't advising shit. Kevin up there running shit.
She gonna say, "Tell Kevin come down here and holler at me."
Hey, that nigga up there eating ham and potatoes, drinking all the wine and shit.
Tell Kevin pick up the phone. He like, Kevin said, "Girl, fuck you."
Kevin said, "I am your captain now."
My girl, fuck you.
But wait a minute. But the architect of Uncle Kevin coming back is Pycelle.
old ass Pycelle.
Yeah.
Pycelle, the
Sent
punk
that,
ass.
sent
Yes,
that
all
Raven
the
for
way.
his ass. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, check this out. They
Well,
got old
that's
girl
the-
locked up.
He's still
Come
pissed
on
about
back, dog.
Kyburn.
Yeah, that's a,
Oh, yeah.
you know, yeah.
Pycelle needed
Mofo.
somebody in the Capitol to back him.
Seriously done smoke Pycelle a few times though. He probably was trying to get his get back at some point. Like,
I think,
you know what I
I
mean?
think Pycelle is strategically just trying to have somebody in the Capitol to support him, and he like, oh,
Right.
if
Right.
I
If I
tell
can
this
stand
nigga
behind.
like, ooh, you know Pycelle, he old snake ass nigga.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
That's
goddamn
true.
Cersei was telling the High Sparrow, she was like, does the name Kevin Lannister mean anything to you?
Kevin Lannister?
Nope. No, I'm afraid not.
I'm afraid not.
Yo, so speaking of snake ass moves, man, we head to the dirty ass place with the Boltons. And
Went to hell.
yeah, man. Now Reek is visiting Sansa in her chamber.
Reek is reeking.
Right. And this is after the fact, after he basically sabotaged her only, shot.
Chance
right.
of escape.
So can you I don't know, let's Cersei.
Yeah,
you want to do this one?
Mine's gonna be quick and dirty, but sure.
Hey, quick and dirty
Queen
is
Mother.
fine with us. Yeah.
Queen Mother,
Anybody who want to
fill me in.
elaborate after? Yeah. Yeah,
I got
Queen
you back.
Mother. Cool.
I got you back.
Like the DMs are open for some.
Hey, look, you know what I mean? Hey, quick and dirty is fine. This hey, that's pretty much all that's going on at Winterfell right now. So
Okay. Anyway,
Reek, sometimes you
Reek
just gotta
and
hit and
Sansa.
quit it.
Reek and Sansa are talking, and she's basically questioning him, asking why he told on her, why he told Ramsay that she wanted to escape. And she keeps calling him Theon, and he's like, no, Reek. Like, he's really so jacked up. And he's trying to give his excuses. And in the middle of the confession, or excuse me, in the middle of the conversation, it comes out that because she was talking about, you ruined my family. All of this is happening because of you. You killed my brothers. And you could tell he wanted to say something, but he didn't want to say it. He was still being Reek. But Theon showed his head for like 10 seconds and told her that Bran and Rickon are still alive. So at that point, Sansa changed the way she was dealing with him. So that was a big turning point in their relationship. Him giving her that information, even though she still can't stand his little ugly, stanky ass. He gave her information that was good.
That nigga is ugly and stinking.
Yeah, he down bad, man. It don't get much worse than that, dog. That nigga Reek is really truly down bad.
Yeah.
So okay, so after he kind of clarifies that her two brothers are actually still alive, even though he betrayed her, he kind of tried to explain.
He killed like 2 kids, but yeah,
it's like he still like
it was just too far.
It was 2 other kids. Like it's a lot of caucasity in this episode, dog. Like, and they weren't my brothers. Okay, fuck it, then. Like,
okay, cool.
Like, well, where my brothers at? Like,
right.
And look, and they were orphans.
Yeah, whatever. So
they ain't have no mom and daddy, no way.
So as all of this was happening, he did kind of acknowledge to her, like, yo, I was looking out for you. You don't know how this dude is, and you don't know how basically he can give you hope. And I'm sorry, y'all, I'm literally fighting with a cat right now. How
like, it's okay, talk people.
And not the kind of like,
is it under your table?
Okay. So yeah, it is. It's been under the table, on the table. The motherfucker is everywhere.
So y'all gonna roast him? He got a cat under his table.
Pussy all over the place in this motherfucker. But
you're supposed to fight it, nigga. Receive it.
They said don't hide it, divide it. Okay. So yeah, like basically he's explaining that to her. He's trying to break down for her, like, I'm trying to save you, and Theon is truly the most diabolical person ever. The Queen Mother, was there anything that you wanted to add to that, or
what the cat part?
Well, you don't have to. I mean, like just
no. Yeah, I mean, through that conversation, of course, as he's talking about all the things that Ramsay did to him, she's like, I'm glad he did those things to you. I would have done those things to you. So,
okay,
cool. she's throwing out her emotional parts in that.
Hey, get me off the bottom row with these niggas.
I see y'all niggas, man. Like I see you, all of you, and I see Celestial over there in the top left fighting for a motherfucking life, dog. Like, Celestial been holding it in all motherfucking night, dog. Like, I don't know why y'all niggas got the giggles like y'all do, bro. But
what's wrong with y'all? No, you don't hear King White Walker's mouth. He's slick. He be saying shit that goes on the radar. Then you catch it, you like, damn.
Hey, listen, man.
Don't throw your hands up.
I'm just here so I don't get fined, dog.
Like I'm like fucking stupid. When that thing was on MTV, I'm innocent.
I'm innocent.
So since we all King White talk to us about this conversation that's taking place between Ramsay and Roose as they strategizing.
So Ramsay and Roose, so Roose is like, all right, like we go ahead and just stand over here behind the walls and wait these motherfuckers out. The snow is about to come. It's about to, just basically what happened to Napoleon, what happened to Hitler, what happened to everybody else trying to wage war when it's fucking freezing and fucking cold ass desert. I don't know why white folks love to fight in cold fucking weather. Like that shit, always works out for the best. So Stannis makes the point about just basically starving them out, right? And and Ramsay was like, nah, we got to get out there to the battlefield and attack. And Roose is like, well, patience is a virtue, and when you're in leadership, it's supposed to serve you well, which is actually very good foreshadowing to come. This is some pretty good. I'm not gonna. I guess Battle of the Bastards. We're going to see this sort of play out here, where Ramsay actually goes and meet out such and such in the middle of the field instead of waiting it out. But anyway, and so Ramsay is, no, I'm not just talking about. I'm not talking about just going to take a whole army out with me. I just need 20 good men. So the scene ends there. We kind of allude to what he's going to do with just 20 people, which is basically just fuck up Stannis' camp.
Quick little coup.
Exactly. Yeah, just a quick little boom, 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 in and out of there. Like
fuck up the supplies,
Exactly. Fuck up the supplies, get rid of some horses. Just basically just money. Just fuck up the whole camp, so they just run out of mouths to feed and motherfuckers just scatter about. So we'll see that play out. But
cool.
Essentially that's the conversation between Roose and Ramsay.
Appreciate that. So Celestial, I'm finna call on you in class again.
Okay.
It feel like it's a good time to call on you because again, it's the conversation between Tyrion and Khaleesi the second time around. For real, Phoenix, get the fuck.
Is that what you call her?
Like that? Hey, look, y'all. Hey, listen. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
you and this cat is going through it tonight.
Nigga.
I don't know why.
I be like, she really hating, dog. Like she ain't been like this. I'm talking about she don't never be trying to motherfucking just look how she act. Like you can't. Okay, you see her now. Like y'all think I'm bullshit. This motherfucker is really like seeking the attention tonight, dog. Like, come on, dog. A nigga just got bite. So
that's probably most of the problem. You just got bite.
Yo, go to that damn comment.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Right there. Go to top of the
Then pussy fire. That's a long hair. That's a long hair. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Jesus!
Shout out to Roz. Shit. But yeah, Celeste, I'm gonna pass it to you and let you do your thing. Tyrion and Khaleesi are continuing to talk. So,
boom. So, Mother of Dragons and Tyrion sitting at the table, and she hit him with so little nigga, you gonna join us or not? Like, what you doing? So Tyrion, like, you gonna kill me? So she said it would be motherfucking smart. So he like, you sound like your crazy ass daddy. So she like, and yours? Well, he publicly sentenced me to death, so I don't know what you want me to say. So they go back and forth talking about their daddies and who need to be on the throne, and Khaleesi hit him with the well, so why you here? So he's like, I heard you a bad bitch. A little nigga came to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to see what all the hubbub is about and whether you really worth all of this fight. So he's like, she said, well, what you think? And he's like, you making power moves, respect. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think Varys was the one who really told me you was that bitch.
Not her.
Oh shit! That's true. He did say that.
So then she got mad as fuck because she's like, "Oh, you fuck with Varys?" Like, that's so he was like,
That nigga Varys.
But really, he probably the reason you still breathing. So don't be too mad. He was just trying to, make ends meet. He ain't got no kids because he ain't got no sausage, but like he was really holding it down for you. He just had to make it look
right. He did.
So he then tries to convince her that she should not try to go and conquer Westeros, that she should stay where she is. She like, I'm gonna burn all that shit the fuck down.
True that. That's this has been okay. So boom, brought to you by Celestial. It's like a motherfucker, dog. Like, and I guess they, even though they didn't learn a lot about each other, I felt like they learned a lot about each other in those scenes.
Yeah.
Y'all think? I mean, you want to go into that? Like, I mean, I felt like the conversation that was taking place between them. One, Tyrion reminded me. It was almost like he was like, I like the way Varys plays this, or Varys plays this, and the way that he kind of felt out who should be worthy of it by showing who's not necessarily, what their motivation for it is. And I feel like he's kind of taking that approach with her in this conversation that he's having with her. And I think probably it may, as they talk about the spokes in the wheel and all of the families. You want to say something about that, Celestial?
Yeah, I wanted to say that it was very smart of him to appeal to like everybody else come in here and bow down. I'm gonna catch her off guard and be like, bitch, I don't know you. Like, I heard you that bitch, but who is you really? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't come in there on some, oh, don't kill me, like begging, none of that shit. So I thought that was he knew how to play her without having ever met her based on what he had heard about her.
I have a question. Is he the first one to call her out and be like, your daddy was a crazy mofo?
One other person
the
dude that died like a couple of episodes ago said it too.
Yeah.
But like, did y'all notice that Tyrion threw a shot at Cersei again when they were talking? This nigga said because he was acknowledging that she married someone right for the greater good, and she was like, he was like, my sister married someone not by choice, and certainly not for the greater good, God forbid.
Oh my goodness,
he can't help himself.
They can't help himself, man. But I mean, like, this is the scene where she just says the famous speech, right? Which is about the will, right? It's like Lannister, Targaryen, Baratheon, Stark, Tyrell, all just spokes on the will. This one's on top, then the next one's on top, and on it spins, crushing those on the ground. And Tyrion was like, well, bitch, I mean, yeah, that sounds just like drain the swamp, right? Every politician has said this shit from all the way dating back to the 1800s, right? Drain the DC swamp. There's too much bureaucracy, blah, 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 blah. And nobody's done it. And Dany was like, bitch, I don't want to drain the swamp. I want to motherfucking burn that bitch to the ground.
Everything in it.
which I guess is some foreshadowing there too, by the way. So you know.
Yeah, sorry.
It looks like you're having fun with your cat, bro.
Hey, look, the motherfucker just bit me.
You're having fun with the cat.
Maybe you wasn't petting it right.
Hey, look, I must not have been petting it right because she bit. Hey, she bit me. I'm telling you, man. Hey, cats can be ruthless.
You said let Cersei on these one-liners, dog. You gotta.
Hey, look, shit. Listen, yo, did you see that? Hear that shit?
If you use the wrong stroke with it, she'll definitely bite you. I know that.
And not in the good way.
And not in the good way.
Some bites are good, not those.
Oh wait, we missed earlier.
We still something.
Tyrion threw Joah under the bus. Did we talk about that? Because it kind of.
No, we didn't. We didn't talk about that. You jump into it because that is an important part of it. As he was kind of distancing himself from Joah.
Yeah. So in the very beginning, when Tyrion and Mother Dragons were going back and forth about why he was there. She then asked, because he's touted himself as an advisor, she then asked him, well, what should I do with his sorry ass? So he's like, well, you know, he is in love with you. And we did talk about that because Leslie talked about the loyalty. Didn't
I think we talked about it out of order. We talked about that like first.
We talked about it a little bit.
Yeah,
because that was in the first scene, right? Like that was like the
but we didn't talk about how he like basically sold.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't really fucking with Joah. He was like, I kind of fuck with Joah, but I don't really fuck with this motherfucker. Did kidnap me and punch me in the head,
like fucking Celeste getting that queen mother.
Leslie.
Y'all are some sick individuals, man. So
yes, nigga.
Oh god.
So
that queen mother.
Then Joah goes back to the fighting pit guy and says he wants to be put back in the ring in front of Queen Mother.
That listen.
He said, I earned my spot, nigga.
I'm talking about while we on pussy. I'm just saying, dog. I can't imagine something that you ain't never had making you do some shit like that. A nigga went back to slavery.
Man, that's a fucking great point.
I mean, that nigga said, you know what? I'm gonna go back to this shit, dog. I'm gonna fight for this. I'm ready to die like Biggie.
Went back to slavery.
Over something he ain't never sniffed it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That motherfucker. Hey, look.
That's crazy.
Look. So
that's
with that being said, I just
on like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean,
he didn't even hit it.
I'm talking about throw it in the sky, turn into dragon fire. Okay, so I'm going through my notes, y'all. Y'all gotta help me out if y'all prompt me, because you know.
Now we back to King's Landing in the dungeon.
I was looking at the dragon fire.
We in the dungeon again? Oh, so the nun back in the dungeon with her.
No, okay, the nun is back in there.
Talk to us about that. The nun being in the dungeon with her.
So the nun comes in there. She got the spoon of water, and she like, "Bitch, I know you thirsty. Confess." And Cersei like, "You want money?" And she like, "Confess." So she said, "Bitch, I kill you." Slap her again. Pour the water out on the floor. Cersei's so low. She's beating herself down all the way to that floor and slurp that water off that floor.
I love that scene,
that dirty, nasty, disgusting floor.
Cersei got E. coli.
That old pig, you know that flow.
Really happened to her.
That piss ass flow.
I'm talking about,
get up
man.
on that piss ass flow, bitch.
I ain't gonna lie, it's fun to see Cersei suffer, dog.
It is.
Hey,
for all the suffering that she has caused, this is just a little bit of the get back there.
Especially that first time through, not knowing what the fuck was coming on the other side, you know, thinking like, damn, bitch, you really getting yours.
But you know what though? Cersei has dodged smoke. She pushed the damn button on the thing. Cersei has dodged smoke this whole
shit sweet.
Man.
This whole show.
She got it bad, cuz.
Boy, when Cersei get out that damn jail, that bitch.
But at the time though, it's wild to see how quick she kind of breaks though. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, for her to be so
like all that shit she talked, dog. As soon as somebody thumped her ass a little bit.
Yeah, but think about it. She ain't never been down this low. She ain't never not had a bath. She ain't never not had her hair done. She ain't never not had her dress, her clean clothes. I mean, yeah. So the things that make Cersei, I'm ignoring that. You know, Cersei
ain't pulling out.
Back up, put it in reverse, Terry.
I'm telling you, man. So Cersei is going through it, and honestly, I gotta admit that I do enjoy seeing her cry a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Everybody got a curse to Cersei.
Cersei.
Oh, okay. I didn't know which one's about the cat and Cersei.
So.
Well, okay.
So after we go back to Cersei,
I ain't gonna put it up.
Are we
Sam and Gilly?
Yeah, Gilly. Yeah. Gilly tending to Sam.
Yeah, he after he got his ass whooped. But he did.
Yeah, Sam pretty much told Ollie to kill Jon.
I mean, yeah, Ollie popped in on him.
Before that, why is Sam asking if Gilly's okay, nigga?
I mean,
he beat that cat up.
Did you see when she put that thing on him?
Beat that cat up.
What did he say? He said, "What did he say?" He said, "Oh my."
You all right?
Oh my. Hey, listen. That thing had to do something to him for him to say, "Oh my, dog." Like,
you should have been like, "Are you okay?"
She put that hot sign on him.
Crafter broke me in real good.
That was that Krispy Kreme hot sign, dog. That was that Krispy Kreme hot sign.
And that's when Sam found out love hurts.
Hey,
sunshine.
Yeah. Hey, look, you know, sunshine by the wall. That, you know, that's probably a big deal. That's some shit motherfuckers most motherfuckers can't get.
I wonder if he walked a little bit, you know, stuck his chest out a little bit after that. Even though he didn't do shit.
Once he got up, maybe that nigga was still on the bed. That nigga was
good
still
move.
down. Last time we checked in. Shot his ass. So then did Ollie walk in after?
Yeah, so Ollie walks in and asks for Sam's advice.
Pissed off, yeah.
Okay.
You know, we're basically
Ollie
just saying,
on
listen.
business.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ollie's like, listen, man, they killed my folks, dog. I don't know what y'all want me to say. I don't know what y'all want me to do. I don't like this shit.
Is Ollie the boy that was?
Ollie's the boy whose family was killed right in front of him.
Yeah.
Okay. By the
Den said that I'm going to eat your mama, I'm going to eat your papa.
Okay.
Run off the castle.
And Tormund was there. So, and he was saying that shit, and Sam was like, hey, you know, it's some good ones and some bad ones. He was like, yeah, I hear all that, but the nigga he with was there.
Tormund.
He was literally the fuck there.
Yeah.
He was
when they killed my parents.
I mean,
so
Ollie got legitimate smoke.
Fuck that wild bitch you there fucking. Fuck Jon.
Hey,
fuck y'all.
Ollie got legitimate smoke, dog. His smoke is legit, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
It is, but it makes you wonder why he doesn't treat Gilly that way.
I mean, because Gilly isn't a wildling. She wasn't a part of that clan. I mean,
she's not a part of that clan, but she's a goddamn wildling.
She was just.
I think that's kind of why he wanted her ass out the room, though, too, because he was like, when he was looking at Sam, I mean, he was talking to Sam, he was looking at her like, hey. This ugly bitch out of here.
she more of a Craster wildling versus a Raider wildling. Which is, you know what I mean? It's like you know what I'm saying? Like more.
She don't have the mental wherewithal of a regular wildling because she's like mother.
But you got to look at it. You got to see this part of it. So you have Ollie as a child in a child's place. Now he's in an adult world. So what he keeps doing. And we've all done it. We all keep asking the same question until we get the answer that we want. If we don't get it from daddy, we go ask mama. If we don't get it from mama, we start asking grandmama, granddaddy, great aunt, great uncle, till somebody say yes, and then they'll back us up when you got to take it to the real heads, which is mom and daddy. So Ollie keeps going around and asking the same damn question because he's not getting the answer that he wants.
Are you sure? Because all he got to do is go to Allison.
Hold on. Exactly. I think Ollie is just. I think Ollie really did at first admire Jon.
I think
wildling. Yeah. He really did admire him at first because he could go to Alistair and Alistair would be like, "Yeah, let's get him."
Yeah, like when we gonna do it?
Well, I think that's what somebody's saying. Maybe that's how it got started. I don't know.
And at this time, the only person who is saying what Ollie wants to hear is Sir Alistair Thorne, who is at this point in command because Jon is not there. Ollie goes to Sam.
But I think that most people were against what Jon was doing, though. I don't think this decision wasn't a popular decision amongst them.
Right.
I mean, even his homeboy Ed was like, I mean, I'll go with you, but
right.
So it wasn't exactly
Maester Aemon told him, man, these motherfuckers don't like you no way. Do what you gonna do. So do what you do. Yeah. And so that's what he did. One of the things that was interesting that Sam said, obviously, was that Jon always comes back. And so,
foreshadowing.
Yeah, like that was, again, one of those things that I didn't pay attention to in the first time I watched this shit versus
now.
Now it sounds significant now. All right. So Jon's philosophy about this whole thing is I'd rather the wildlings be able to make it through the wall and pass through the other side with us than the motherfuckers wind up dead and wind up being motherfuckers we gotta fight. So at this point they head to Hardhome to
can we just talk about real quick how Jon was pulling up in that motherfucker?
Talk to him.
Looking real stoic.
Set the scene.
Standing on what?
Business,
bro. I mean, Jon,
them fuck niggas. He pulled up all them
you hear me?
Niggas.
And they were all sitting there waiting for him. They were like, "Who is this nigga pulling up?
Fuck niggas.
Who is this nigga pulling up? Look like he's standing on business." One man army. That's what Jon say. One man army.
Yep. One man army against 50. Standing on business.
Hey, but for real though, them niggas was deep up and down the whole fucking coast.
Who was the nigga with the skull?
Who was the nigga with the skull? That little
That's
area.
The Lord of Bones.
Coastline.
Yeah, that shit was all throughout.
Lord of Bones.
Lord of Bones.
That was the Lord of Bones.
Yeah.
So
now he's the Lord of Broken Bones.
Yeah, he pulled up to the.
Yeah, like
turned into the Lord of Bone Marrow.
Yes.
Torment needs some. That nigga needs a transplant.
ASAP.
Hey, Torment was basically like, nigga, I tried to be civil with your bitch ass. Now the rest of you niggas come on up here, let's talk.
Torment was like, listen, I'm not a man of many words. But once you tell me to get down and suck your dick,
that was wild. That was wild. Like that
was insane. That was insane to go that far.
That was some disrespectful shit, man. Because he was like basically the dude didn't feel like Tormund wasn't being treated like a prisoner, and so he was questioning whether or not Tormund was in fact a traitor. Because
what's crazy is to go that far and not be prepared for the. Like nigga, you ain't even battle it out with him. He
snatched that nigga. He snatched that nigga's weapon out his own. And beat your ass with it. It's like when I ain't gonna quote Mystical, but Mystical said some shit like that one time. Snatch your braids out your hair and whoop your ass with them or something like that. He said.
Yo, like, and by the way, Jon said that, Jon said, we're allies. That nigga said that shit so loud. I know Tormund was like,
nigga, damn. Let me get in the house with this nigga.
So
after the bone, like, why ain't this man in chains?
Beat the shit out of his
yeah, so after Tormund beat the brakes out the Lord of Bones, they convened a meeting.
Beat him to death until he couldn't hear.
I will beat you to death.
They convene a meeting with the elders. And so Jon Snow goes through all the, the politics of the meeting. Say, look, this ain't about friendship. This ain't about, like, I know we ain't friends. I know all of these things, but this moment is about survival. And the only way we're all going to survive this moment is if we are working together. So he says we can beat them, and he then shows them and shares with them this dragon glass that Sam had given to him on the way there. And he requests that they join them before the real war begins. I think as this conversation is taking place, they ask him questions about how did Mance Raider die, and that was another moment.
Yeah.
So somebody talk to us, just kind of take us through that scene and lead us into what the culmination of what's about to happen.
Light skin, go ahead, brother.
Yeah. So Jon is basically he is on his mission to convince these niggas hey, if you want to live, you better come with me. I ain't here to fight y'all ass. I ain't on that type of time. They, like you said, they asked him about Mance, and he admitted to killing him. That's when everybody kind of tensions flared, and so the Thin that was there, who seemed to be the leader of their ranks, was standing on that business shit. Fuck what he talking about. Let's send him back with his eyes out. And they was like, nah, just be cool. Let's hear him out. And he was like, nah, fuck that shit. That's the enemy. Long story short, though, Jon ended up convincing them otherwise, or at least the people that were there in that circle. But did anybody else? I knew immediately old girl was gonna die. Cause I'm like, why are they making you a prominent character? I was like,
yeah.
First time through, I'm like, oh, you get lines, oh, you're gonna die. So she was so pointless to me.
Yeah, they were kind of building her up really quick.
Yeah,
she kind of was.
No reason.
She was a shot caller though, as far as at least getting some people to ride with Jon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They were trying to endear you to that character, and it was I could tell. I'm
just to break your heart.
They finna take this bitch away.
Course,
Y'all know. George R. You fuckers won't get me. Fuck y'all.
Her sending her kids away made it worse. It's like, nigga.
Right. She's sending the kids off and shit. Yeah,
that's when I knew. I was like, oh,
right.
Yeah.
So
something that was funny was when Tormund said Jon is prettier than both his daughters.
Damn,
pretty than both my fucking daughters, and it's wait, is that a compliment to Jon or a
actual diss to the daughters? Probably a little bit of both.
That make me wonder what they look like. Do they look like little Tormunds?
I started wondering that too, because that was the last time we've heard him mention that shit.
What if they built like him?
Did y'all wait,
Tormund?
Real quick, sidebar. Did you niggas see Brock Lesnar's daughter? Did y'all see that? Did anybody see that?
Yes. Oh my God.
That I could picture Tormund's daughter looking like Brock Lesnar's daughter looked like to Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar could not deny her.
Him at about 22 years old with a long wig on, because I was like,
Brock couldn't deny her, dog.
Somebody said Brock Lesnar's daughter's name was Brock Lesnar Jr.
Man,
oh my goodness.
So the leader of the Thins end up leaving, and he takes about half of who's in that little gathering with him. A few of them stand with Jon and Tormund, including one, the last remaining giant. So at this point, everybody's loading up. They're getting on the boats. Everybody's coming out to the ships, and shit start getting bad. And then all of a sudden, niggas start believing.
Bruh.
Niggas want to get on the boats now.
Niggas was swimming to the boats.
Fucking gate, dog. Shut that motherfucking gate on their ass, dog.
Bruh.
The way that shit escalated so fast when the dogs just started barking and Ed was looking around like, what the fuck is going on?
Look, and the dogs barked and then they stopped almost immediately. That's when you knew it was fucked up, because it was like, the dogs. They went from being like, hey, what's that, to fuck no, it's fucked up.
The first time I saw this episode, because I had no idea.
That's why I was.
what was going through y'all mind when y'all were like, because before that shit happened, I thought that it was just going to be like maybe another little confrontation between Jon and another wildling, and then they were just going to get half the people on the boat, and that would be it.
Yeah,
I didn't know that shit was going to go down like that.
I thought the Thins started killing the people who were trying to get away.
Oh, that's what you thought?
That was my first thought.
Oh, okay.
The Thins are probably.
I thought it was the White Walkers.
Yeah,
because you can hear like fucking
just
rumbling. Like, what the fuck is that noise? Like, it sounded like a bunch of motherfuckers coming. So it was like you knew immediately it was an army of dead motherfuckers.
That noise is them moving, but then you see the snowstorm on the faraway cliffs coming, and it's just like, all of a sudden it's there, and then the dogs stop, and then people and on
niggas,
the back
and niggas want on the boats.
Yeah, the first time I saw this episode, I wasn't expecting a war to break out, or
and that shit wasn't even a war. That shit was a massacre, nigga.
Massacre. Yeah. Like, and this is considered by a lot of people, like a lot of people consider Hardhome the best episode of Game of Thrones.
It's one of the top ranks. It's like 9.8.
Well, I'm going back to our group, because we've had conversations in the Watch Them Thrones group, and a lot of people named Hardhome as one of their, that's their episode. Like, it ain't my episode, but it is one of the top 5 episodes.
Yeah. One thing that I found interesting when I was before I started looking at I was gonna see if I could cheat because I've seen the episode. I was like, nah. I was looking for a video where I could just cheat and not watch it because I had a wedding and I drank too much, so I couldn't. So I watched it today. But what I found was Hardhome in the book was like a ghost town. Like,
it was abandoned like a lot of the other towns, north of the wall or around there. Just like a lot of the castles on the wall were abandoned around that time.
This didn't happen. It didn't happen like that in the books. It wasn't.
So I mean, like but like this scene for this is like medieval World War Z for anybody who's seen that motherfucking movie.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that movie.
Like, the zombies were sitting on their ass. Like, it wasn't no slow walking. It was literally, we was chilling a few minutes ago. We was talking about what we gonna do. A few people started getting on the boat. Some people was rebelling, and then suddenly niggas was at the door. Right. And and they
it was the Israel scene in World War Z.
Yes. Shit. It was. Damn.
That scene messed me up.
Yeah.
That scene I was like, oh no.
Like, that motherfucker Brad Pitt, that nigga said, stop beating the drums. What were they doing?
Like these niggas. I would be to get off of the tangent, but like literally.
Shut the fuck up.
So I mean, that scene, the scene when the people all ran to the door the first time, and then it just got silent. That shit fucked me up the first time because I thought it was gonna be more violent sounding, not just stillness within.
Yeah, you're right, because there wasn't really no background music playing like that. It wasn't really a score throughout this whole. It was just like you just hear motherfuckers just like
just getting murdered.
Getting
murdered. And they was doing whatever Eddie Murphy say on life. I choke you, stab you, bite you. I do whatever I got to do to make a motherfucker stop existing. That's what the goddamn white was doing. Them niggas was just like it wasn't no strategy to the shit. It was just slash, poke, stab, bite, kick.
And it's like
niggas like, god damn.
The kids got old girl ass. Like she was standing on business until she saw them
goddamn kids.
That was her weak point.
She should have went TK. She should have said, fuck them
kids. That's in my notes. That's exactly what's in my notes for that moment. Fuck them kids.
And meanwhile, the Lieutenant White Walker, right,
die like this.
Meanwhile, the fucking Lieutenant White Walker is just sitting on the perch like the niggas VIP, and everybody in the club fighting downstairs, like
right,
just watching.
And then they sitting
up in VIP saying, "Oh, I'm gonna put a cigarette on that right there."
You know what I'm saying? And then they do the little shit, and they see motherfuckers just jumping off the goddamn mountain, like. And then the niggas,
right, exactly, just a bunch of
motherfuckers stood up, dog. When the motherfuckers stood up, dog, it was wild, dog. Like, I was
Nigga,
just.
Tommy could never. Nigga, Tommy could never.
Tommy could never. Tommy ain't getting up from that.
Yeah, I know the first time around, like this whole.
Wow.
They
was
still
just an
picking this
intense
nigga
scene.
up, cuz.
And it was still intense though. It was still intense watching it the next time around. Seeing the big ass giant trying to fight him off.
Oh,
TK.
damn.
You know what?
Full of Brian McKnight.
You know what? God damn.
Oh God.
Change their name and everything.
God damn. That nigga did that shit.
You say they look so janky. Wow. We say they look so janky. All bones though. They do. The all bones. White Walkers definitely.
No. So the older the White Walkers, the more they are, just bones, right? So
okay.
The older version. So the motherfuckers who've been turning from the get go, they're just skeletons at this point, compared to some of the others who were just newly killed, and so they still got like
flesh.
Yeah, so there's the White Walkers, and then there's whites.
I'm sorry, whites. Yeah, you're whites.
Yeah,
the whites are what have been raised back from the dead by the Night King or whatever.
So White Walkers are there.
Why did Night King act like Moses though?
Hey, listen. That's one of the. That's the coldest. Hey,
that's called standing on. I mean, that is literally standing on business.
Hey, nigga say, he say, hey, young nigga, let me show you something.
Yeah. So
listen. Like in my notes, I put listen, nigga. This big King Walker. I ain't going nowhere. You know what the fuck this is. You see me, I see you. I ain't much for the talking. It's on sight. Bitch ass nigga. As he was looking at John,
it really.
That was what was going on between the two of them.
That was what that nigga said.
That was his nonverbal communication.
Yeah.
So
I ain't much for talking.
It was a few things that we learned because I mean, like, one of the Thins initially tried to fight one of the. What do you call them? The generals of the White Walkers?
Yeah.
One of the lieutenants.
So John could
like he was really about to do something.
He got ice so quick.
Yeah, his tool, his weapon shattered pretty much any human weapon, right? Like it was on contact. And he was fucking the Thin up. He killed the Thin instantly. John was in the tent looking for the dragon glass and shit. And he couldn't find the dragon glass. So immediately began to think like John's gonna die. But I don't remember the name of John's weapon. Name of his sword. But
Long claw.
Okay, so he
so at first he grabbed just a regular sword, and that shit clearly didn't work.
Yeah, he shattered the fuck out there.
Yeah, he shattered that, and he got hit by the butt of the White Walker's weapon.
Yeah, how did that shit look so bad though? Like he like
smoke too.
Yeah, he hit John so hard with that motherfucker. Like John was like, that nigga was coughing up blood just from one hit.
A couple of hits because he went up in the loft. He got up in the loft after he knocked him down the first time. Okay, he was looking for the dragon glass, and then old dude jumped up there and knocked him down. So that's the second time. So that brought a lot more blood.
John was calling for his mama after he hit him with that. That nigga was like, mama.
Catelyn wasn't calling for Catelyn.
Does he know?
How did John not know that Longclaw was Valyrian steel and could stop White Walker?
Oh no, he knew it was Valyrian steel. They didn't know,
but they didn't know it could stop.
I don't think anybody at White Walker.
At that point,
that's the reason why he looked crazy when
the White Walker looked shocked. Like, you know what I'm saying? For a dead motherfucker. Like, you like, goddamn. Like,
they both actually looked at each other and they were like,
right. Yeah. But I like to think in that moment the White Walker knew why the fucking sword didn't bust. Like, oh fuck, you got one of them?
Maybe so.
And next thing you know,
because I mean, them motherfuckers been around for a long time. So like, I also believe he was very intentional. Like, it was a reason he went in there where the dragon glass was. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think all of that shit was intentional. He went in there with the intention of making sure that shit didn't make it out of that fucking hut.
Right.
That's what I believe anyway.
That was the way for us to learn also, I guess, that is at least two ways to kill these things.
Yeah.
And
that shit was so cold. That nigga John cut that nigga and stood on that business for a second with the sword, nigga. And superhero stance with that shit.
Yeah, it was cold. It was,
and then he fell the fuck out.
Right, coughing up blood and shit. I'm like, you can't. I'm like, nigga, get up, nigga. You don't see these zombies, nigga.
This shit hard.
these motherfuckers are still coming, dog. Like
shit, when
They will
when
eat
they,
you.
when they got up and the motherfuckers started dumping off the fucking cliff, that nigga got on his fucking Christian McCaffrey. I ain't never seen a little white boy run so fast. John was in front of all them niggas.
Him tormenting
The
Ed.
damn giant that wasn't catching up with
one
him.
was like, shit.
Boy, I thought.
Whole time 1-1 still getting his licks off though. Every now and then 1-1
Yeah.
turn around and get him a couple.
And
like,
get one off. Yeah.
I tell you what, bro, you get you about 20 more giants. I mean, they may be able to knock out every single white. Like,
man.
I mean,
fucking 1-1 was clearing them.
He
stomping them and everything.
I think he knocked down about 100 motherfuckers. Like I think he, I think he killed about 100.
The crazy part is knocking out all the motherfuckers didn't even dent them bitches though. That's the fucked up part.
Yeah.
God damn.
Not only did it not dent them,
them motherfuckers just did not stop.
By the end of it, them motherfuckers had more than what they came with. Like
they replenished what they lost.
Double and triple. Did they lose anything? Cause shit, you can't kill them. They already dead. They didn't burn anybody. So it's like all that cutting and slashing and stabbing.
Yeah.
Like even the motherfuckers that was getting cut and slash and stab wasn't like
exactly. They were still like walking around. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah. So it's like you can cut him down for a minute, but like unless you decapitate a motherfucker, cutting off the limb so they can't continue to actually physically do harm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like it's not like a regular zombie where you just shoot them in the head and it's over.
Yeah, it's just
they still coming for you.
This motherfucker's still alive. They ain't going nowhere.
So that I mean,
he said I'm leaving here with something.
So I mean, like pretty much that's the entirety of the scene is the culmination in it. You know, like you said, it ends with is this our first introduction to the Night King? Like for real?
The first time we seen him and him showing his power like he did.
Oh yeah, he went and got that baby.
The baby.
He went and got Sam's cousin, nephew, brother.
Oh, okay. So he raises, you know, he does the whole gesture. He raises the dead, and turns. He creates new White Walkers, or are they whites?
Whites.
He creates new whites.
Like we need more whites.
Yep.
And so
again, he said, "Listen, nigga, this big King Walker, I ain't going nowhere. You know what the fuck this is. I see you, you see me. I ain't too much for the talking. It's on sight, bitch ass nigga."
Yo, Tyrus want us to make sure to remind y'all that next week we doing the ugly Christmas sweater episode, and it's gonna be our last episode of the year. Wait, is the next episode like the last episode of the season?
It is.
Next week is episode 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's our last episode of the year.
But that'll be
myself to wear an ugly sweater.
You can't wear a pretty sweater then. Damn it. Like just wear what you like.
Pretty sweater, no sweater, no.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm kidding.
Wear whatever you like. Everybody.
I bet we drinking.
Ugly ass sweater. Somebody he said Tyrus said wear ugly ass sweater.
Like we could with that Halloween gear, whatever that was.
I'll wear an elf costume.
Okay. I swear with that.
You know what I mean? Like, we can
was quiet as hell.
Wear whatever you like.
Me wear my Santa outfit.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? You know, Santa Claus coming to town, man. Making our list and checking it twice, man. So yeah, you know. I mean, I'd love for us to have like
you wear your Santa outfit, the ghost of Luke might show up.
Bro, I want them the damn Christmas watch them Throne Christmas carols, bro.
Yeah, those were good.
As hell. Y'all was wild out.
Y'all was wild the fuck out.
Very creative.
Hopefully, I will have a surprise for y'all next Sunday, and it's gonna be
Okay, Queen Mothers.
Jamila, when we gonna get in there and record these songs?
I'm drinking next weekend because I'm off like that whole.
That's my nigga right there.
I don't drink eggnog. Y'all drink eggnog?
We drink coquito in my house.
Coquito. What's the difference?
It's
Puerto Rican eggnog.
and there's no egg.
Okay, no egg. That
If
sounds
you
better
make
to
it
me.
the
Like,
right way, there's no egg.
okay, that sounds yeah. No egg sound like a better situation to me. The egg just throw me out. Like, why you start with that? Like, nigga, you want me to drink this? Okay, so anyway.
Oh, you were being serious.
No, I was
Need no more eggs. Oh, that's what you want to talk about? Need no more eggs, brother.
We went from cat to eggs.
Right now.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how we get
They
here.
go hand in hand.
I got two of the little bugs. I don't need no more.
It's kind of, that's how life works. So,
No.
yeah, man. I mean, like, I guess I don't know why I thought Hardhome would be a longer episode for us to talk about, but I guess
No, bro. It was like
it
was like 20 minutes of just like straight, just slaughter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So it was just long ass battle at the end. So
Bless you.
Are you all right?
Oh, bless you.
I'm good. I
said we need a corrections.
Got
They said Jamila and corrections got to pull up next week. They said
Yes, they did. Jamila, are you on here? Thank you for the stars, Letitia.
Eddie Mama said, "Eggnog had your stomach tore up like that water seriously was drinking out the floor."
That piss ass water.
How you like the egg?
So man, look. Hopefully, all of us will be. Hopefully, we have a full house for our, criminal episode. You know what I mean? And shit, is it anything that y'all need to lead the people with before we? I mean, I guess
real quick,
real
quick, because they're talking about in the comments. For Coquito, eggs were introduced by the U.S. to sell eggs.
See there?
Ooh.
So that's actually that's a coquito. It's a difference. It's different. Hey, look.
I see what you did there.
Hey, we working.
So yeah, some people do make theirs with
all right, CJ. You all right, brother? You all right, brother? I can see why you make the big bucks, man.
Hey, man, ain't nobody doing that.
I ain't doing that. I'm trying to get like you.
Doing that. Shit, ain't nobody doing that.
What'd you say, Queen Mother?
I was just telling all the fam, keep posting your Christmas songs, your lyrics. They are funny. I put 2 up. CJ put 1 up.
Emily.
Jamila put 1 up.
Emily put 1 up.
Yeah, so creative.
Leslie put 1 up.
And you writing it.
Yep.
Throw it up.
Yep. So it's like, yeah, it's some. I mean, like we got a whole
Y'all
album.
Are creative.
Album coming soon, bro. Like
Whitney the White Nose Reindeer. Y'all check out that.
Yeah, in my mind, dog.
Yeah, Whitney the White Nose Reindeer. Damn, just
Whitney is bashing. Talking about the red nose.
Who said "Hey Big Head"? Talking about "Hey Big Head." I think TK will be pulling up next week for the Christmas sweater party and shit.
So. I mean, shit. He's been out for a month. That's the least he can fucking do.
Hey, look, man.
Listen,
I've been gone. I've been running around too, man. Shit. So
it's been a busy Q4. It's been really good.
It has, man. But y'all been holding the fuck down though. Like I watch when I can't be on y'all, and y'all are some hilarious individuals, man. Y'all even make the some of the episodes that aren't that fun still fun somehow. So that's pretty cool.
It's a gift.
Yeah, it is sometimes. So yeah, man. I think that's kind of it for the show this week. What is going on in this motherfucker? These niggas, y'all niggas eating edibles or some shit? What the fuck, dog? Hold on, wait. What did Tyrion say? He said, man, I work more than a one-legged man in the ass kicking contest. Goddamn.
That's right.
Listen, man. Listen, y'all can find us on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on pretty much anywhere where a podcast is found. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube as well. Pull up on us on Twitter. and Instagram at Watch Them Thrones. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed yet, all 53 of y'all go ahead and make that shit shake. You know what I mean? It was like 60 of y'all a few minutes ago. So yeah, do that and let's grow together.
Shake ass, little nigga.
Hey, how you lead this motherfucker, man?
You leave it like this.
So really true.
Bye,
Peace,
y'all.
y'all. See y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Not you raising the goddamn
ugly ass
man,
Christmas
queen
mother.
mother.